Hi, I'm Sam from Small Business Support Initiative. What's your name?
My name is Eugene.
First question we have for you is, can you introduce yourself and your business a little bit?
Sure. My name is Eugene Kim, and the business is called Eomoni Kimchi. We started on May 22nd, 2022. And the reason why we started on that day is because my wife and I got married January 22nd, and we just wanted to keep the 22 alive. And I'm a LA boy, born and raised. Got to represent. And I think what I bring along with coming from LA is the LA spirit, especially the Korean immigrants who immigrated in the 80s, the 70s, and the 80s. And I bring that hustle spirit with me.
So, what's the story of your business and how you started with it?
Absolutely. I'd be happy to share that. Well, my story with Korean fried chicken goes back long time. And I would say one of my fondest memories is I had a student in Boston, and this boy, fifth grade boy, was reading at maybe a third grade level,
Yeah.
and I've tried everything to get him to uh, focus on his studies,
Yeah.
and it was very difficult to motivate him. But there were two things that I was able to successfully motivate him, which was basketball. Every Fridays we would have an open run, and I would say, Jamari, if you don't bring in your homework, you're not joining us on Friday. And so he would turn in his homework and he would join us. And the other thing was, I would take him out to eat. I got permission from mom, and I took him out to Bonchon, which is
Oh.
where we bonded over Korean fried chicken, which he's never had before. He's Trinidadian. And so he just never had Korean food before. And what was interesting was that year he made a presentation on South Korea, and he talked about the foods like kimchi, and I felt it was so special that I could take him out to Bonchon and let him try kimchi with me, and Korean fried chicken. Now he didn't love kimchi, but he loved Korean fried chicken. And fast forward maybe 10 years when I met my wife, we were both living in Korea, and we just bonded over Korean fried chicken. Now my wife, she's a Thai citizen,
Yeah.
and it was just amazing that this food brought us together. And then when we came to Thailand, I couldn't find any good Korean food, to be honest. It just was off. I feel like everybody cooking the food just didn't really know what it was supposed to taste like. And so my wife and I, we just had the brilliant idea, why don't we just do it ourselves? And it's just been taken off.
So, you started the business with your main goal of kind of bringing people together through food, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And
Absolutely.
the name of the company is Eomoni Chicken, right?
Eomoni Kimchi.
Yeah. Eomoni Kimchi.
Yes.
Eomoni is taken from the word in Korean that means mother, right? Can you tell us
Absolutely.
the story behind how you created that name?
Of course. I told you that I bring with me the immigrant story of hustle for the American dream. Well, that spirit really lies within the name of Omoni for me in my life, because I've watched my mom work weekdays, weekends. She worked to the bone, and she did it all out of sacrifice and love for us. And when I was thinking about what name I wanted to give our business, there was no other name more fitting than Omoni. And actually, the woman on that sticker on the branding is actually a picture of my mom.
Oh, nice. Yeah. What are you?
Oh, actually, also, one more thing.
Yeah.
So the font, I don't know if you noticed, is purple and gold.
Yeah.
I made sure that I had to represent LA, Lakers.
Yeah, the Lakers.
So if you look at that, you'll know. All right.
So what are your responsibilities as the owner of a small business? This.
Absolutely. First and foremost, safety. So we really got to follow all food safety protocols and make sure that whatever we're putting out there is safety. One thing that I think people may be a little skeptical about, especially if they've never tried kimchi before, is they might be afraid that, oh, it's fermented. So is it safe to eat? And then I'm sure that most people will go on Google and look up these horror stories of people who ate kimchi and got diarrhea.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one thing for the record. I've been eating kimchi my whole life, and you, my fellow Korean brother, also probably have been eating kimchi your whole life.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you I've never gotten sick ever from eating kimchi in my whole life. And I'll put that on the record.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, in fact, it's sort of healthy in a way, in some senses too.
absolutely, it's actually a very good probiotic. So let's say you're a big fan of yogurt and it helps with your gut health. Kimchi is an excellent substitute for that.
Also, when people hear about it through translation, they hear pickled fermented radish.
Right.
And that doesn't really sound pleasing to the ear. But
Right.
through this business, you can kind of tell people like, this is actually good food. This is something you want to really eat.
Absolutely.
So what are the pros and cons of it being an online business? Like it's on Facebook, right?
Actually, no. I have not put it on Facebook. This whole business is actually word of mouth.
Oh, wow.
So my whole marketing strategy was I'm going to do this through my relationships. I'm not going to spam people's emails. I'm not going to spam people's social medias. I'm just going to first create a relationship with this person and then say, by the way, we're selling Korean fried chicken if you're interested. And through that, I just let the food do all the talking. And because of that, our business has really taken off this year.
It must be much tougher to just do it through word of mouth, but it's interesting how you still found success through it all. Yeah. What impact specifically do you hope to have on the community of people you're selling kimchi to, or just on the community in general?
The biggest impact that I would like to have is, first and foremost, I see this as very noble work in that I feel like we are literally feeding our community. And it's very important to me that the food that we make is made with lots of love, because I believe that love transcends all languages and barriers. And what I would like for each person is, as they eat their delicious fried chicken in front of TV and watching Netflix, or with the family enjoying this amazing meal, I just want everyone to feel that love. And I believe people do.
Yeah.
I believe that's why they keep coming back.
The name fits perfectly too, because Eomoni, the moms, the Asian American moms, they have a ton of love, although it might not show all of the times. Yeah.
Of course, of course.
So, what's a signature dish that you'd like to recommend?
I don't want to toot my own horn,
Yeah.
but every single thing on the menu, and I know you've heard business owners say that, but we literally have 3 things on the menu. So those 3 things are all winners. Our pajeon is a great vegetarian option for those who don't eat meat, and we've gotten a lot of great reviews on that. It comes with a soy sauce based sauce on the side. It's extra crispy on the top, and it's kind of reminiscent of a doughy pizza, but has savory scallions inside and carrots and onions and all that healthy stuff. We got kimchi on our menu. We have red and white, both homemade. We make sure that they are fermenting for at least a month before we put it out, just to make sure that the kimchi is top quality. And then we had to get an extra kimchi fridge for that. So that's what's in our house. And then the chicken. I just gotta say the spicy is really spicy.
Yeah.
So it's not one of those, it's spicy, it's spicy. If you like spicy, order it. And the soy garlic, woo!
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. No, nothing else needed.
It's so crispy on the outside. The sauce is just created with quality ingredients. As soon as you taste the sauce, you'll know they didn't put any sugar in this, but it's sweet.
Yeah.
So it's got to be honey.
It's one of those things
All
that you
those-
need to eat to really know how good it really is.
You can
Yeah.
taste the quality for sure.
Have you ever thought about mixing kimchi with pajeon? There's something called kimchi pajeon. Yeah.
Actually, we've gotten requests and we
Yeah.
did it for people before.
Oh, nice. Thank you for doing this interview with us. Your business seems really interesting and really successful so far. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and well, hey Sam, I just wanted to say I'm so honored to be interviewed by the Small Business Initiative. I really believe in the work that you're doing.